¿Qué tal, chicos? ¿Cómo estáis? A ver que todo esté bien. ¿Qué tal, chicos? ¿Cómo estáis?
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague
Venga, va.
Baseball on MLB The Show.
Bueno,
It's
pues
the
nada.
Oakland Athletics going
Hoy
up against the
acabamos
New York
la
Mets. Joined by
serie
my partner
con
Chris
Oakland
Singleton,
Athletics
I'm
y
John
empezamos
Sciambi.
Miami. A ver
Pete
qué tal.
Alonso making
Veremos.
waves in the baseball world right now after homering in 8 straight games. The Major League record shared by Dale Long, Don Mattingly, Ken Griffey Jr., and he's got a chance to match it today, Chris.
Ayer es verdad que empezamos bastante bien. Tuvimos 4 partidos ganados después de una racha bastante mala. Así que venga, vamos a ver qué tal hoy. Tenemos esta serie y luego acabar contra Miami.
Just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Evidentemente lo ideal sería ganar los 3 partidos. Ya ganamos ayer el primero.
And a quick out number 1. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances.
Lo ideal sería ganar toda la serie, pero claro. Veremos.
They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Hit in the air, center field. That's out number 2.
Byron Buxton se rompió la mano evitando un robo de base ayer, así que terrible, la verdad.
And a good eye there. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is downstairs.
¿Qué pasa? Buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal, tío?
And the slider catches the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. 2 outs. This to center field.
Ahí está.
Taylor makes the catch, and that is that.
Venga.
We'll go to the bottom of the first.
Ahí lo dejamos sentenciado prácticamente las 2 primeras entradas. Joe Boyle. Así que vamos a intentar lo mismo. Venga, la primera ya es buena.
Picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Eso es, Alan, enorme. Muy bien. Pues a descansar, a disfrutar. Y sobre todo eso, a desconectar y a descansar. Venga, va. Menos doble play, lo que quieras.
Boyle throws over. Lindor back in there. Lindor gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Now 1-1. The pitch.
Uf, por poco, ¿eh? Bola. La pega duro este, ¿eh? Pues eso es lo que queríamos evitar. Eso es lo que queríamos evitar y no lo hemos evitado. Tremendo, tío. Tremendo, de verdad, ¿eh? ¿Cómo me cabrea eso, tío? ¿Cómo me cabrea, tío? Bueno, pues nos ha limpiado rápido, la verdad.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Rooker, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And that's outside. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner.
3 bolas muy justas.
Hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Now it's 3-2. What about some
Caerá el tercer slider.
Like you can't call the umpire
Caerá el tercer slider.
in Little League or high school, right?
Bueno, perfecto.
Yeah. Even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And
bueno, como levantó un tercero,
professional player and even a major league player.
Swing, hombre.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And the pitch. On the ground.
Tiene Francisco.
Gathers and throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. A's go quickly and quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the
Hay que
second.
mejorar,
Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning. Here's Pete Alonso. The pitch. In the air to left center. Andujar on the move. And makes the grab. One up, one down. Edouard Julien up now for the Mets.
Edouard Julien.
Fly ball down the line.
Joder, los
Right on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that quickly 2 away. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Batting 6. The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Bien, Brandon.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And in scoring position with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
On the ground to the left.
Qué pena,
And
tío.
that's just foul.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches.
Pues
Now
nada.
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full.
Bastante malo el inicio, la verdad.
Back here in Queens. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Now the A's designated hitter, Jordan Diaz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out to short, Lindor. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Here's Miguel Andujar. Slider misses outside. Ground ball left side. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Logan Davidson. Gets the call. 0-1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a ball popped up.
Perfecto.
Julien drifts towards it. Nabs it. And that is that. And 1.
Hay que romper ya el marcador,
And we're back. And now Jake Berger. Boyle back to work. That one hit to right.
Joder.
He's got it. One down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
La está lanzando como muy arriba, tío.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Lindor swings through that one.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Now fly ball to right.
Venga, esa va bien.
It gets down, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Esa está bien, Francisco. Va. Venga, Jeff, que lo ha roto todo antes con la doble play. A ver qué tal ahora. Y la vuelve a joder con la doble play. La vuelve a joder con la doble play. Lo siento mucho, pero... Se acabó, Jeff McNeil. No va a hacer dos dobles plays seguidas. Te vas al banquillo, pero vamos. Se acabó.
That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And he deals. Fights it off.
Tonterías se acaban.
1-2 here. And another ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Slider misses
Pocas Ks, ¿eh? Uy, Chris. Segunda, ¿eh? En 4 entradas. Cuidado con este. Cuidado con este. Este es el mejor, parece.
Fires across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Digging in for Oakland, Zach Gallo. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. High fly ball lifted in the air right field.
Llego, ¿eh?
Soto flashes the leather on the running catch.
Bueno, pues hemos tenido oportunidades para adelantarnos y no lo hemos conseguido. Y Jeff ha ido al banquillo por eso. Quien haga 2 dobles plays seguidas, hasta luego.
The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
This one in the air. Davis should have this one. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Brush, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it.
Por fin.
That one felt good. His 53rd homer of the year, and the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0. 9 consecutive games with a home run.
They'll just dialed in at the dish right now. 9 games in a row. That's just unthinkable. Congrats to him.
Venga, va. Por fin. Vamos.
gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Vaya zurriagazo, tío.
One down. Edouard Julien.
Venga, va rato para arriba.
Hit on the ground to the right side.
Bien, no la coge. Perfecto.
Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Throw to first.
He's good.
Foul ball there. Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. And a foul ball. At the belt and fires.
Oh. 0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Kicks and deals. Inside, almost.
Venga, va. A ver si hace la tercera, venga. Esa iba bola, tío. Menos mal que le he dado. Va.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way.
Enorme, Brandon.
A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers
Enorme,
exhausted.
Brandon.
He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo.
Íbamos 3-2, en bolas.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Righty delivers. And ball one.
1-0.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Alvarez in the second, and he's got a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it.
A ver si el RBI Machine puede extender esas 70 carreras impulsadas.
We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Qué pena.
And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And first offering is fouled off.
Pena.
And the right-hander deals. And that's down and away.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds.
2 strikes.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mason Miller up and throwing. Stripling also getting ready. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground to third.
Bueno, por lo menos nos hemos adelantado.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brent Rooker. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Athletics just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And it's fouled away.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
That one's in there. 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. On the ground, Julian. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Tyler Soderstrom. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Soderstrom, a former All-Star, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2020.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next pitch misses. 1-2 the count.
Perfecto, Chris.
Nothing doing there for the A's. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Wow, nice play. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. That's ripped to right.
Esa va bien, ¿eh? Sí, sí.
That's a fair ball, and it's getting
Esa va buenísima, Ronnie.
Now he'll turn for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out
Vamos,
front
Juan.
for the line drive knock.
So man aboard. And now it's Juan Soto. Hard hit
Wow.
right side. Steps on first for the out. Next to hit, Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
Ojo. ¿Cómo está Pete, chaval? Está cayéndose y todo, ¿eh?
And they add on. It's 5-zip. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Hasta cayéndose, tú. Estaba súper raro, tío.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
So 2 away with nobody on. And next for the Mets, Edouard Julien. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Igual todas.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Ball 1 there. Two outs. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him.
¿Tiene Edouard o qué?
Here comes the skipper and
Venga, hasta luego.
Mason Miller on to pitch here. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now the left fielder, Brandon.
Vamos, Brandon.
He's already homered here in this one.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. That ends the frame. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And the lead is down. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the DH, Jordan Diaz. The wind to the pitch.
Ball inside.
Ground ball, Alonso. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. And there's a foul ball.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The Mets leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's the second out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
This one in the air. Moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Another inning in the books. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. That one finds the corner. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Kyle Muller, the left-hander, up and throwing. That's out to center field. Ruiz settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. So up next, Jake Berger. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ruiz sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning. Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Ryan Noda. Brooks Raley will take over here.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Right side, hard hit.
Ese es el peor pitcher que tengo.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Con diferencia.
That home run apple out in center field isn't the old one from Shea Stadium. That's outside of Citi Field, now at Mets Plaza.
Es el peor con diferencia.
4 times as large as the old one.
Cold strike right there. Foul ball. The Mets leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Este 78, pero da igual, es el peor. Para mí es el peor.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle, didn't square it up as much.
O sea, el Huáscar brazo van ese que tiene 67 me gusta más que este.
Right through there for a strike. Rooker off of first with 2 away. Next offering is down low. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And a pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Taylor moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1. Back here in Queens, here's Francisco Lindor. The right-hander back to work. Fought off foul. Deal 1.
Que no es cuestión ya de medias, son cuestión de sensaciones. Es que no me mola, no me gusta. Siempre me batean, no me gusta. Oh, llegó.
Now the throw to first on the run. Awesome play there. Ronnie Mauricio now. A double and a run scored his first time up. Line drive.
Ronnie está fresco, Ha entrado por Jeff, que le he castigado y está fresco Ronnie Mauricio.
Waste no time there. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Here's Juan Soto. That to right.
Pues un 0-4 que se va a marcar sano Juan Soto este partido.
He's there. He's got it. 2 down. The throw is wild and it gets away. Man at first, Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's inside. Here's a 1-1. Here's a swing and a drive.
Tercer home run de Pete Alonso.
A massive home run. Home run number 55 on the year. It's 7-0. Singing, he's been red hot.
Tercero del partido.
Another swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Pero porque perdieron con los Rockies, ¿no? Y nadie pierde por eso, ¿no? Por eso le tienen que hacer el antidoping. Tienen que mirar las cuentas bancarias.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler McGill.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right
Swing,
here.
swing, no te rayes.
That might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
Si gano la World Series, que no va a pasar, me compro el 25.
One ball, 2 strikes.
The other way, and it goes just foul. Left-hand batter waits.
Vamos.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location.
A ver, es que la pelota viene para reventarla, ¿sabes?
Start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Hammers that
Como
one
esa.
deep left field and forget it. That was blasted to the moon. And they've got their first run. It's 7-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Next pitch inside, ball 1. And that's in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. And another ball. And a pitch. And they'll do it again.
A ver, Taylor, hijo.
Center field. Taylor moving under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. At the plate, Logan Davidson. And that one fouled off. McGill, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Fouled off.
Allí la tercera. Ya le da.
Down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering upstairs. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Voy a ver agua, chavales. Venga, Taylor, hijo.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Venga, sí, porque, joder.
That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso. That's out number
Venga,
3. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez.
Qué pena, tío.
And the righty deals. Foul ball there. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Right-handed reliever. Way upstairs. And the count 1-2. Nimmo on at first. Nobody out.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Righty to the plate. That one is absolutely belted.
Vamos.
And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Ross Stripling takes over on the mound.
He's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So they're at the corners now. Jake Berger up now for the Mets. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. That one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and this one's bounced to the ground. To the plate for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So now here's the DH, Ronnie Mauricio. Swing, a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. To the warning track, makes the catch. Both runners tagging. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Juan Soto now at the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And it's fouled away.
Bueno, esta sería un trámite, a ver si lo acabamos igual. Que luego la de Miami se viene. Joder, vaya 0-5 que te has marcado, hijo. Y luego Miami va a estar jodido, la verdad.
And a couple left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the A's 1.
Venga, va. Vamos a acabar esto.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan Noda. That misses. And the count even 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Bien, ese swing ahí, che.
And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
That misses the zone. 2-1. The A's with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. In the air, out towards left center. Oh, great grab on the dive. Man at first with 1 gone. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Down the right field line and a base hit. Geloff around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Couple of singles back to back. He really shot that one down the right field line. And
on the mound now, Adbert Alzolay.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners in second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect. But
this one in the air. Alonso gets under it. They got it for out number 2.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Soderstrom in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it be.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Looking. Foul ball. Alzolay is just 1 strike away. That one misses. Now 1-2.
Venga, enorme.
The number 90 is a big number. You're talking 90 wins over the course of a big league season. Extremely impressive. These players have worked hard all year long, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor. It's not over yet, though.
9-1 is how it ends for Chris Singleton and our entire...
Venga, por el último de la serie. Luego tenemos Orioles, San Diego Padres, Arizona Diamondbacks. Por Blackburn contra Luis Castillo. Tremendo lo de Byron Buxton, Tremendo, tío. Tremendo. Venga, DJ, anda, juega. Eres muy pesado, tío. Ay, Juan Soto no juega. Bueno, venga, le damos descanso, va.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Le damos descanso.
MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Oakland Athletics going up against the New York Mets. With my partner Chris
38-23 es que vaya récord, tío.
Pete Alonso
Que le gana hasta a mi abuela.
games with a home run, which is a new major league record. Been incredible to follow, and we'll see if he can make it to double digits in this one, partner.
Yeah, this is like
40 partidos nos quedan, increíble, 40 partidos, he jugado 121 partidos, he jugado, Qué locura, tú. En mi vida he jugado a esto y he jugado 121 partidos así frescos, chaval. En mi vida he jugado este juego, En mi vida, tío. Me he ganado 121 partidos así por la cara.
This one popped up. Julien moving under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Zach Geloff.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused.
Este pibe es el más peligroso. Algo nos tiene que hacer.
So much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
1 down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Perdón, se estaban felicitando los cumpleaños, perdón. Yo tengo que hacer strike out.
And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
The pitch. This one high in the air to left center. Taylor makes the catch, and that'll do it. Bottom of the first. Here's Francisco Lindor. The pitch. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. He sends it out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Pues está bien, ¿no? Empezar así.
Because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. In the air right field, Rooker sizes this one up. One away. Now it's DJ Stewart.
The right fielder, DJ.
A ver, tanto quieres jugar. A ver cómo lo haces, chicos. Tanto quieres ahí jugar.
And first offering is fouled off.
¿Para eso quieres jugar? Ja.
And he deals. Bounce to the right side and foul ball. One run across in the frame so far. Here in the third and final game of the series. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Pete Alonso.
Well, it definitely didn't come out of his hand the way that he was intending it to, and the release point was a little bit off as well.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Line drive.
Yeah.
Caught.
It's never fun going back to the
Faraón,
dugout after
tú.
hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know,
¿Cómo la ha cogido, chaval?
contact, you feel like you've done everything right, but in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Wow, buenísima.
So up next for New York, Edouard Julien.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
And it's through for a hit. Throw in Holtz, the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's Brandon Nimmo, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Out to
No,
short,
Brandon,
Davidson.
hijo.
They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Mets do pick up a run.
Venga, va.
Top of the second, and now here is Brent Rooker. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitchers umpire.
Hasta luego.
Pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, bro. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
J.D. Davis stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Just
Pero chicas, algún
what
swing,
about an
macho.
umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball.
Yo ni un atasco mío de estas de engaño, Increíble, ¿verdad?
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Got swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Tyler Soderstrom will hit next. And a strike in there. The Athletics down by a run here at the top of the second. Lifted in the air right center field.
Vamos, DJ, hiciera.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Venga, va.
And we're back. Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. Blackburn back to work. Out front, rip foul.
Me siento vacío sin Byron Buxton,
Popped up. And there's one down. Jake Berger, the next to hit.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
Y encima se me lesiona para nada, tío. Intentando que le roben una base, macho. Es que... Uf, esa va buena.
And it's through for a hit. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Venga, Francisco. Otro home run estaría aquí fresco, la verdad.
And a foul ball. One out. Runners at first and second. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, that's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Bueno, Francisco, ya tienes una puntada, ¿eh?
No errors and 1 left on. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Mets 1 and the A's nothing.
Esto es como las amarillas. A la otra te vas al banquillo. Ah, que solo lleva un home run y ha sido conmigo. Muy bien, Jordan. Te felicito, Jordan. Un home run en 120 partidos y es conmigo. Gracias, Jordan.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
That one out to right. Stewart coming on. And there's 2 down.
Perfecto.
Here's Logan Davidson. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
La viene.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. And this is inside.
Qué pena, tío.
The 2-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Designated hitter. Yes. Not here.
And here it comes. In the air, left field. Andujar brings it in with a nice running grab.
Madre
so
mía,
digging in, DJ Stewart. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. Out there to center.
Bien, DJ.
And it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Ruiz tracks it down for the out. So 2 down now, and here is Edouard Julien, and he's already singled in this game. Swing and a ball hit out left center field, and no one can get
Vamos,
there.
DJ. Carrera, chico.
Around third.
Bien, DJ, bien. Joder. Que lo tiran a jugar y lo justifiquen. Muy bien. Edouard Julien es una locura.
So 2 down, and next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Into center. Ruiz settles underneath it. Hauls it in to end the inning. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now a 2-0. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the top of the 4th. And here is Esteury Ruiz. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. And a foul ball.
¿Se va a dar a todas o qué?
0-2 now. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Digging in for Oakland, Ryan Noda. Ball 1, no strikes.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Next offering is in for a strike. The A's yet to pick up a hit here. In the air, out towards right center.
Bien.
Taylor sails under it and makes the catch. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off.
¿Lo van a dar a todas o qué?
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings and misses, struck him out.
¿Cuánto lleva? ¿Cuánto lleva? ¿Dónde está? ...178 strikeouts,
Back here in Queens, bottom of the 4th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Gets under and pops it up. Geloff in position. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
So up next, Jake Berger. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Tres bolas que me comió,
Catch
tío.
up to the heater. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. On the ground to third. Davis with the throw to first.
Sin Buxton, tío, del 7 para abajo. Caemos,
And we're back. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Just missed. Rooker in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's J.D. Davis. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And a foul ball.
Venga, hombre.
The line to kick the pitch.
Bien.
It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
The Mets up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That catches the outside corner, and the count is 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got it by him for the K.
La Piedra.
A's go quickly and welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Blackburn back to work. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Bien, bien, Francisco.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to
Vamos.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now.
Venga, DJ.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And
Bueno, DJ.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
No me han eliminado a nadie. Qué desastre, tío. Qué desastre.
Probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman, he's got a very tough throwing lane to deal with.
Claro, no ha pisado la base, tío. Uy, vaya desastre,
A lot
tío.
of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one ripped to left. Base
Sí, dentro. No gran slam, pero casi.
It's 4-0. Safely into second. He's got a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory.
Hasta luego.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Ross Stripling.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Next offering in there for a strike.
Venga, Edward, chico.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's
swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. 2 on, 1 out. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Vamos.
Little chopper rolls foul. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. His 27th home run of the season. It's 7-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Aquí se apaga la luz, ¿eh? Del 7 al 9.
Does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's the third baseman, Jake Berger. And first offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 2. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
O sea, todo tiene que ser fuera de estos tres, porque es que estos tres no hacen ni el huevo.
Scorched to
Ah,
center.
pues mira.
No doubt about it. That is long gone. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 9-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job.
Muy bien, muy bien.
The pitcher on now, Mason Miller.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lindor gets out of the way. That's ball one. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Hombre, es peor que las demás. Bueno, pues buena entrada, esta quinta, la verdad. Cuidado, Francisco, que así se me partió la mano Byron, Ten cuidado con eso.
Next to hit, Jeff McNeil. Lindor on the move. High fly ball out to left field. Andujar brings it in for the third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now back here at Citi Field. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jordan Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. That hit him.
Perdona.
Leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
That goes to show you just how hard it is to throw a perfect game. I mean, one lapse in concentration, one loose pitch, and the chance is gone in an instant. Now we'll see if it affects him as he continues to chase this no-hitter. And it really looks like...
Nice stop. Castillo to second. On the first.
Enorme, tío.
Great job on the mound.
Enorme Luis Castillo.
Making a good throw to second to get the double play started.
Enorme la piedra.
We see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
Davidson stands in now and watches strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1. Back here in Queens.
¿Qué dice DJ?
Bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, DJ Stewart.
Venga, bien, DJ. Partidazo.
Over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And there's a ball. And it's even up.
That was straight queso right there.
Está cerca.
This one trailed to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 56th home run of the season. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog.
10º partido seguido con jonrón, Pete Alonso.
So 1 out, nobody on. Edouard Julien up now for the Mets. Left field, way back there. That's back. Got all of that one. They go back to back. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back homers.
Hombre, claro que no es normal. Es obvio.
Claro. Your team that does it, and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
¿Qué pasa, Frank Kelvin? Hombre, estoy jugando con el peor equipo de la liga, Quiero decir que esto no pasa todos los días, Frank Kelvin.
One down, base is empty. In the air, center field.
Claro, hombre, Frank Kelvin. Esto no pasa todo el rato, es el peor equipo de la liga.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ball popped up. Modo under this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Yuri Ruiz. Fastball for a strike.
¿Queréis que lo suba de dificultad? Lo subo. Ya está. O sea, lo subo de dificultad. Hala, venga, All-Star. O sea, estoy jugando en la 4ª dificultad. No he jugado en mi vida. He perdido 15 partidos seguidos en esta dificultad. Bueno, subimos, ya está, no pasa nada.
Just excellent location on that inside fastball, really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball.
O sea, yo nunca he jugado a este juego y me he jugado ahora 120 partidos. O sea, no sé qué dificultad es la mejor para empezar, pero yo he empezado directamente en la 4ª, ¿sabes? Estuve en... como era rookie y luego pasé a veterano. Pues cambiamos, da igual. No sé en qué dificultad jugáis vosotros, que estáis más acostumbrados, la verdad. ¿Tú en qué dificultad juegas?
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And that one is inside ball 1. One, 2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 1 away. I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss.
O sea, yo no sé qué equipo es de zona alta o de zona baja. Yo me puse por Juan Soto, más que nada. Ahora mi primera home run en All-Star, mira. Mi primer home run en All-Star, vamos.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
¿Qué dices, ping-pong? Sí, sí. Esa es mi peor dificultad, cuidado, Rockies.
And first offering is fouled off. The Mets up big in this one. Here the bottom of the 7th. And ball 1. The Athletics have some bullpen.
Vamos, que si Juan Soto hubiera estado en Baltimore Orioles me lo hubieras cogido, o sea.
On the ground. And it goes just foul.
Pero esto está en Nueva York, no son los principales de Nueva York, están los Yankees, yo qué sé, me gustó el reto. ¿Qué pasa, tío?
¡Hala! And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Ruiz going back. Pulls it in on the
¿Cómo con algún oponente, Frank Kelvin? No entiendo. No, es sí, claro, es máquina. Es ahí, sí, claro. Es com. Claro, claro. No. Es oponente, claro, es com.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a miss.
Joder, con esto. Ahí.
Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's the inning. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's Major League Baseball. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Brent Rooker.
O sea, se está chupando 8 entradas, pero estaba fresco.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's J.D. Davis, having a lot more success on the road this season. There's a swing and a miss. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. That one way inside. Straighten him up a little bit. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The Athletics still looking for their first hit in this one. Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Soderstrom, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Ripped to short. Lindor on the first. Oakland goes quiet. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. The lefty fires. Fought off foul. Muller, the 6'7" lefty, 250 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016.
Cortás ahí, tío.
0-2 now.
3 bolas,
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Esa ya sí, macho.
Got him swinging.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to.
Frank Kelvin, es que es el peor equipo. Llevan 38 victorias en 120 partidos. O sea, no todos los partidos van a ser así.
Elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Next one is off the plate, and that is ball 1. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Such an impressive performance out of him in this one. His 3rd hit for extra bases. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
And here is Brandon Nimmo.
Oh.
And a foul ball. Man at second. That's towards center. Ruiz.
No.
Has this one sized up. Out number 2. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez.
A Francisco.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's down and away. Fouled off left side.
Uf, qué pena, tío.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one way inside.
Hola.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
¿Ganaré la batalla? No creo.
Payoff pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay
Vamos,
some
Jake.
really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Foul ball there.
Vamos, Jake.
Kicks and deals. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-1. First and second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a
No,
miss.
tío.
It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Too early, claro.
That's to third, Davis.
¡Hola!
And it gets away.
¿Qué hace?
And he's
Joder,
in
vaya
safely
fiera,
at
tú.
third. And a run comes in to score.
Vaya fiera, tú.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further
Vaya
behind.
fiera, tú.
Just can't let it compound from here.
Madre mía, ¿dónde la has mandado, tú?
Get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Trevor got into the game. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Venga, Tyron, estás hoy fresco,
Now for the Mets. Ripped on a line.
Oh, a las manos, tío.
Brings it in, and that is that.
Bueno, venga.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Finish the
Michael
job.
Lorenzen.
He's thrown the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
On the ground, out to short. Toss to Alonso, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Miguel Andujar. Misses just
dices de
over
bola,
the
hombre?
outside edge. I think that was a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Right side.
Venga, DJ.
And
Ahí está.
And now the toughest one is left to get. The final out to complete the no-hitter.
Yeah, and not much we can see.
LMB P25, no sé qué es. No sé qué es eso.
A chance for the no-no right here. And that one
No sé qué es eso. Frank Kelvin, no lo sé.
opening on. Here at the top of the 9th.
O sea, yo no entiendo de béisbol, nada. No entiendo nada de béisbol. Aunque esté jugando a esto, no entiendo nada de béisbol.
And there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and...
Venga, va. Creo que vamos a jugar 2 partidos, de la serie. Creo que es la tercera ya, o la cuarta, que tenemos con Miami. 65-56, buen récord, de Miami. ¿Qué pasa, Ralph? Hombre, ha sido con Oakland, o sea que todo lo que haya hecho no cuenta mucho, la verdad.
It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
Venga.
Just about ready to roll, and towing the slab in this one, Shane McClanahan.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball.
Estos siempre son partidos muy ajustados y muy jodidos, ¿eh?
They've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Hombre, se celebra todo, claro. Aquí se celebra todo. Esto es enorme.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh.
High fly ball out into left center field. Nimmo makes the grab, 2 down. Luis Arias stands in.
Second baseman, Luis Arias.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Miami seguro.
Not even close there.
Miami seguro que sí. O sea, a mí siempre me jode. La verdad.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And look out. As that one
¿En serio, tío?
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 2 outs, runner at first.
Buah, se va a hacer hit, pero vamos.
Chisholm Jr. now in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first.
Y llega, tío. Tenía que haber tirado a segunda, macho. Pero es que no pensaba que iba a llegar, tío.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And the slider just misses. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Ouch, that one drilled him. And they get the out after ricochet. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Marlins stranded. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. And a pitch. Base hit center field.
Vaya petardazo. Casi le vuelo la cabeza, tú. Ahora tiene buenos reflejos, pero casi le vuelo la cabeza.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Lindor on the move. And a foul ball.
Me quieren robar la base, ¿eh? ¿Dónde?
1-1.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
No la hagáis tan evidente.
Gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Vamos, Pete.
Misses outside, 1-0.
Vaya forma de tirar, de verdad. Vaya forma de lanzar, macho.
Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Pitch misses, and now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Alcantara checks over to first, and he's back. Righty delivers. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Cracks his bat, pops him up. Mancini makes the catch, and that'll do it. Mets strand. Back here in Queens, Avisail Garcia up to the plate. That's in there. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the lefty. And Garcia gets a piece.
Ya lo he visto,
And a pitch.
Perfecto.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Alvarez makes the play, and there's one down. So digging in, Tristan Gray. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Just missed. Flips the corner, strike one. No score here in the second. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one fouled off, 2-2. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
El swing, Jesús, hijo.
Is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Rolls across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
The first baseman,
Trey Mancini, the batter now, as he
que no ha hecho el
swing
swing mal.
for ball one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's outside. 2-1.
Que la clave en Guti se me vaya afuera, tío, me da. La verdad es que me da.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. And
Pinta feo este pibe, la verdad.
And the pitch. In the air, right field. Soto going after it.
Bien.
And that's the third out.
Venga, va.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Edouard Julien. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Sandy.
On the ground, right side. And quickly one away in the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And Siggy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one first. He takes it on his own, and a couple of quick outs. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. To the right side.
Eso va bien.
And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Oh, la cogió.
On to first. That is the inning. Back here at Citi Field. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now for the Marlins, Nick Fortes.
Siempre tronco Miami me cuesta, tío.
Just missed. into the outfield base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter. First pitch, and he just misses.
Count 1-0.
That one hit to right. Makes the grab, one away. And at the plate for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. That one not close, and it's 1-0. There's a strike.
Vamos, Shane.
At the belt and fires. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
An unfortunate pass ball right there. One he's not going to be happy about behind the plate. And with the runner advancing to second, that double plays
Muy bien, Edward.
right now. So we'll see if that comes back to bite him.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins.
1-0.
And that's in the dirt. Cortez on at second with 2 down. Misses off the inside. 2-0. In the air, right field.
Perfecto.
Soto makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the
Tyron.
third. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker,
No.
a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider.
Este tiene buena media seguro, ¿eh? El pibe este. 85, se nota.
And he occasionally uses a
Se nota
curve.
que flipas. Se nota que flipas, que tiene 85.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
Venga, la bola, Tyron. Esa.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced
Bien,
that one
Tyron,
into
bien.
center.
We often hear the phrase short to it, long through
Venga,
it,
Francisco.
and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
This one's
Vamos.
center field.
Enorme.
That one hit for the fence, and
Enorme.
he powers that one out of here. And the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0.
Enorme, Francisco,
Listen to
enorme,
these
chico.
Fans. This place is absolutely
Pues-
buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our
Pues
broadcast booth.
Francisco.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one.
Ah, tranquilo, Sandor, no te rayes.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Te rayes.
He's 0 for 1. And that
No.
one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the
Jeff,
out.
estás muy cortarrollos, tío.
After giving up the home run, not
Estás
allowing
muy
it to stay
cortarrollos.
in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And there's a foul ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ball one there. 2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and blast one down
Se va
the
fuera.
line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly
Por
hoping
uno,
he can
chaval.
swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking.
That one ripped right center field. Gone.
Esa no se va. Esa no se va.
He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Enorme, Juan.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back
Vamos.
out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to
Bien,
pull
Juan,
off,
bien.
and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And first offering is fouled off.
Estaría guay que no se nos escapase este partido, la verdad.
And the righty deals. And it's fouled away. Swings here.
Estaba bien también, ¿eh?
Left field. Back. Gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His 57th homer of the season, and they add a run. It's 4-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak.
Pete Alonso.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well
Polar
at the
bear.
plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Bueno, eso era strike, yo creo, ¿eh?
For the second time as he takes ball one.
Oh. Pero a Edward, oh. Pero si eres una bala, Edward. Sí, sí, challenge. Porque Edward es una bala, tío. Yo creo que ha llorado, vaya. De sobra, tú. A Brandon.
And the batter now, Brandon Nimmo. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
4 runs already in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next pitch is outside. Righty to the plate. Runner on the go.
No.
Pop up on the infield. Gray.
Brandon.
And it's caught for the out.
Bajona, Brandon.
Man at first, Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit, and he's already singled in this game. Strike one.
Talk about tying a guy up.
Desesperado de la de antes. Ha sido esa. Qué pesados, tío, Sois muy pesados, Esa me he confiado, la verdad.
I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Fortes gathers, throws the first.
Bueno, muy bien,
and it's in time for the third.
Esta tercera entrada, muy bien.
And we're back. Here's
Queda
the
mucho, Shane, vamos a por ello.
In there at the knees, strike one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And 1-2.
Vamos.
Looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Jesus Sanchez digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4.
Vamos.
For the strikeout. Called strike
Bien,
3 and a
Shane.
fastball up in the zone. And up next for Miami, Avisail Garcia. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. That's in there. That's strike one. And Garcia gets a piece. 2 outs, base is empty. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. Marlins set down in order.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Insane.
Jake Berger up now for the Mets. And the right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
In the air out to center. Under it.
Nada.
Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Pues no sé de qué habla Frank Kelvin. No tengo ni idea, tío.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Taylor, the base runner at first with 1 out.
¿Pero de béisbol o qué es?
Almost got him.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Double play ball to second.
Sí, doble play.
One at second.
Ya.
Not in time at first.
Menos
It's a
mal.
fielder's choice.
No, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Man at first, Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. To the right side, Arise. And the inning is over.
Jeff está flojito, ¿eh? Vas a tener que pisar banquillo más, ¿eh?
Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Tristan Gray.
Porque está bajito, ¿eh?
Slider for a strike. Gray, in his rookie season, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Just missed. And downstairs.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3 balls and a strike.
Mauricio, sí. Mauricio
3-1 and he couldn't come up with it.
Mauricio va a ser titular, yo creo. Primera, bueno, me había enterado.
Oh, that's a good question.
Ni me había
I
enterado.
think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Ground ball up the middle. They get 1. A sensational double play.
Pero a qué velocidad va el 13, tú. Pero a qué velocidad va el 13. Me estás jodiendo. ¿A qué velocidad va el 13, tío? Pero, tío. Madre mía.
Did an outstanding job. He's really smooth with it, and he actually made it look pretty easy.
Fortes at the plate now. That's ball 1. The Marlins down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
Sí.
As to the conviction in the call.
Es increíble, ¿no? Yo digo, habrá llegado de sobra a la otra base. Perfecto. Vamos. Un par de carreritas más estarían bien, la verdad. MVP. Va bien, ¿eh?
And the leadoff man aboard. Trevor Rogers gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Chisholm should have this one. And there's
Una pena, la verdad.
I got a fun fact for you, Boog. You know that home run apple out in center field isn't the old one from Shea Stadium. That's outside of Citi Field now at Mets Plaza. This one is more than 4 times as large as the old one.
Julian at the plate now as he chases after that one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sixto Sanchez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Soto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Next offering is outside.
Qué pena esa de Pete, que se ha ido, tío.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No voy a aguantar 2 bolas, sin dar al bateo.
And here it comes. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Una oportunidad que se nos va,
Swing and a fly ball in the
Oportunidad
air
que se nos
towards
va.
right center field.
Una pena,
Makes
tío.
the grab on the
La verdad.
back here at Citi Field. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, number 54. McClanahan back to work. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Bien, Shane, muy bien.
Right side, foul territory. Calls it in, and there's one away. Now here's the Marlins DH, Brian De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
On the ground to short, Lindor. Whips it across. 2
Bien.
outs to open the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swings and misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing
Bien.
and a miss. And he got him to chase.
2 strikes.
Bien, Shane, enorme, tío. Muy bien hoy, Muy bien hoy, Shane.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
Has hecho muy buen
Here's the
trabajo,
power
tío.
hitting catcher, Francisco Alvarez. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. He was late there, strike 1. Big swing and a miss.
Me jodas.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Down on strikes. And 1 away.
Esa última ha sido desesperación.
No chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through in the barrel to it. Not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Es allá, ¿no,
Way
chico?
outside, 2-2. The pitch. That one missed.
Really good take, especially
Me
with 2
elimina seguro, tío.
strikes.
Swing and a
No.
miss, and 2 away now.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count, 3-2. He goes off speed.
Que hay más
gets
para
the
adentro,
out.
tío.
So 2 down now, and here is
Joder.
Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off.
Qué pena, tío.
And there's a ball. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Tyler McGill on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The 2-1. There's the strike.
No.
And the right-hander deals to third. This looks like extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Estaba claro, tío.
Love how he let that ball
Son
travel.
tiros teledirigidos por la raya, Increíble.
So, man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Man at second. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
Esa bola me vas a pitar.
Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And ball
Esa bola me vas a pitar, tío. En serio.
That could jumpstart an offense that's
Esa bola me vas a pitar.
Nah.
Gracias por darle el partido a Miami.
Abisail Garcia. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Good eye in that spot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ah, ya estoy fuera.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
The fish with a chance to get back into it here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Garcia gone on the play. 1 down. Here's the shortstop at the play. Tristan Gray. The shortstop takes the ball. The Mets leading by 4 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. And that one is inside. And now 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Chisholm over at second. Sanchez over at first with 1 away. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's bad. Out of here. His second of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it.
Adbert Alzala comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Mancini in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Turned on it nicely, definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Strike on the inside corner. Inside, just missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Pues ya está, por una bola he perdido el partido. Algo que estaba claro, que era una bola como su cabeza, pues ya he perdido el partido por eso. Que este pedazo de mierda me haya hecho un home run cuando solo lleva 2 en la liga, pues nada. Pero bueno, una bola ha decidido todo y ya está. Una decisión arbitral ha decidido que yo pierda el partido de hoy. Es una pena, la verdad. Una decisión arbitral es lo que tiene. Al final se pierden por eso los partidos. Se pierden por una decisión arbitral. Es lo que hay.
Miami's bullpen with some action. JT Jaguar preparing to come on if needed. Nardi, a left-hander.
Es lo que hay. Decisiones arbitrales hacen que pierda el partido.
And now the DH, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off. Big swing.
Que me hagan un home run me la pela. Lo que no me la pela es que sea una bola clarísima y me den bola. Vale, ya está. Bueno, Jeff, el siguiente partido no vas a jugar. Ya te lo digo. No vas a jugar el siguiente partido. Ya te lo digo, Jeff. Sentarte a reflexionar un poquito y a ver qué es un bate. Nada, ya no voy a hacer ni un hit. Estoy más desesperado ya. Claro, venga.
Ready to begin the 8th, and now Brian De La Cruz. Just miss. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1-1.
Wouldn't chase that time. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a ball popped up. He's under it. Pulls it in for the out. Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, right side, Julian. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Increíble.
That just misses.
Nada, que no va a hacer ni un swing en ninguno.
Jesus Sanchez next to hit for the Marlins. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo pulls it down, and that is that. New pitcher for the Marlins, Andrew Nardi.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Voy a batear todas.
Nardi, a 6'3" lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Outside, ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. JT Jaguar getting ready to go. And a swing and a line drive into right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Julian, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And it goes just foul.
Eso no va por toda la línea. Ojalá, que fuese por toda la línea como la otra. La verdad.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first, and it beats him for out number 2.
Y me juego la 9ª con el peor trío posible para jugármelo de puta madre. Muy bien. Pinta muy bien. Pinta muy bien. Pinta muy bien.
The lefty fires. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Mets. Back here in Queens, we go to the ninth. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Nimmo makes a nice running catch. He's 2 outs away. Avisail Garcia, the next up for the Marlins. And a swing and a miss there. Comes up empty. That's strike two. A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Got him! 2 away.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
It's in and out of his glove. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Trey Mancini now. 1 for 3. Runner on the go. There's a ball. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Increíble, tío.
Arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude.
Es que se está poniendo todo para que pierda el partido, tío.
Testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base, but right here,
Qué vergüenza, tío.
move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Qué vergüenza de partido, tío.
And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we...
Fui como juega el Eury Pérez ese, ahora no voy a batear ni un piano. Venga, último partido. Bueno, el AJ Puk ese también está bastante fresco, la verdad. Venga. Descansa un poquito, Jeff. Date un agua y ya... Y ya vemos lo que pasa. Ah, que lo ha sacado de tercera base. Bueno. Te lo perdono. Pero te puedo quitar en cualquier momento, así que... Kyle Bradish.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. Over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Popped up left side. Lindor makes the catch, and there's one gone. Next is the designated hitter, Brian De La Cruz. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. And a good eye there.
Pero haz un swing, tío, por favor. ¿Vas a moverte o no?
One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Hala, tu casa.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Pero bola de qué, tío.
Left-hand batter waits.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with the
right through there. Got it. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Bien, Kyle.
Marlin. Now it's going to be Edouard Julien. And a pitch. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Chisholm
Una pena,
makes
la
the
verdad.
grab on the run. Ronnie Mauricio now. The switch hitter batting right.
Ronnie Mauricio.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. On his way in. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. Yeah, there's 2 away.
Batting third.
2 out, space
The
is
right
empty.
fielder.
And now it's Juan Soto. Homered last
Soto.
night. Added another hit as well. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a back here at Citi Field. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Next offering is downstairs. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Up the middle. And it gets by him.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Once you get the ball to the pitcher, there's a lot of big. Hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That one fouled off. Popped up. Alonso settles under it. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. Abisail Garcia up to the plate. Garcia, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swings through that.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Makes the grab for the second out.
Los que estaban colocados de posiciones que no tienen que estar.
Here's the rookie third baseman. Looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
And a pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. There's a line drive to left field. Makes a nice grab and a full
No, la va a coger todas, tío.
and a couple of quick outs. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 4 in the win last night.
Hombre, no la ha cogido, tío.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And that one hammered. That's back there.
Vamos.
Caught just shy of the wall.
¿Jodas?
Mets leave one. We'll move to the
No me
third with no
jodas.
score.
Me jodas.
On to the third inning, and now the shortstop, Nick Gordon. There's a strike at the knees.
Esto pinta derrota, pero
The shortstop takes the ball. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-2. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And delivers outside. Out towards right center field. Makes the catch for the out. Brian De La Cruz now at the plate. First pitch not close.
Ah, este es el que no se mueve.
Just missed.
Este es el que no se mueve, tú.
Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. Great
Bueno,
effort,
Jeff.
but it's an infield hit.
Puede haber sido peor, venga.
So 2 down. Now
El Luis Arraez ese batea todas.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. First
Y este pues ahora jaleo. Este movida ahora.
Off the first with 2 away. That's outside, and the count is 2-0.
Menos mal.
Popped up. Mauricio
Me agarró ni tranquilo, ¿eh?
nabs it, and that'll do it. One left for Miami. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Tyrone Taylor. Puck back to work. That one the other way. Arise onto first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Omar Narvaez at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted to
Ahora
center
todas.
field. Chisholm racing over to make the catch. Back to the top of the lineup, Edouard Julien, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball to right.
Pues nada.
Garcia drifts towards it.
Venga, se acaba rápido.
Hauls it in to end the inning.
Lo bueno es que se acaba rápido.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fourth inning underway, no score.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And that's outside.
Me
Really good
jodas.
slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Venga, ya sabemos lo que va a pasar.
The 2-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a really great job of sequencing. Pitch before, good fastball through the zone, and as a hitter, you got to be ready to get on that with 2 strikes. He breaks it off. Good slider to the outside corner of the plate. Tell you what, that was a really good pitch.
And that's downstairs and outside. All tied up here in the second game of the series. In the air, third base side of the mound. Mauricio moving under this one. And that is that. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gordon with the toss to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Bien, empezamos rápido.
Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a miss.
Estoy desesperado, la verdad. Voy a batear todas. Mira, 2 bolas. Dale, más por culo.
There's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one.
Voy a batear todo. Me cago en la puta.
First offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Here's a chopper to short. Gordon. The throw to first, and that takes care of Alonso. So digging in, Trey Mancini. And there's a ball. Mancini goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2013.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit.
Joder, qué pesadilla, tío.
3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's the third. Tosses across the first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Number 54, batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. In the air, right side. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Gordon, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's down and away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses. And now 3-0. And that's in for a strike. And a strike on the outside edge.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, that hit him.
Uf, me la ha lesionado, ¿eh? Porque le ha pegado un bofetón. Menos mal.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And the pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And that will fall. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Patea tan mal que no llegan, tío.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Drive, that's a base hit. McNeil headed for third. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Estás tirando todo el puto rato bolas, me estás tirando, perro. Eres un perro. Todo el rato me estás tirando bolas, eres un perro. AJ perro, no puto, perro. Todo el rato me estás tirando bolas, todo el rato, tío. ¡Cago en la! ¡Mejor! ¿Quién ha sido? ¿Quién ha sido? ¿Quién ha sido? ¿Quién ha bateado? ¿Quién ha bateado? ¿Quién es este? Venga. A tu casita, majete. A tu casita. Una doble play en este momento, a tu casita. Vale. Más vale que no pierda Tyron Taylor, más vale. Más vale. Más vale que no pierda Tyron Taylor. Más vale. Porque te corto el contrato ahora mismo, fíjate.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
No.
Manager out of the duck. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Michael Lorenzo.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
2-2 now. Rolled slowly to first. Alonso, toss to second, return throw, gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch misses for ball one. All tied up here in the second game of the series. That clips the corner. Fights it off, he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a base hit to left.
Yo es que me quedo loco, de verdad. Yo me quedo loco, tío. Me quedo flipando, la verdad. Me quedo flipando, tío. La verdad es que me quedo sin palabras.
Slow roller up the middle. Lindor throws to first in time. That's the third out. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Omar Narvaez.
Perder el tiempo.
As the lefty gets to work, swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Left-hand hitter waits. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Julian up for the third time and takes ball one.
Me está tirando todas las bolas, tío. Me está tirando todas las bolas este pedazo de perro.
And now the lefty. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. This to third, and that chance handled. Slings it across, and that quickly 2 away. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Swung on, belted. Sanchez going back on it, and
Un pedazo de perro.
he sends a rocket to left. Third home run of the season, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 1-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now here is Juan Soto. Chisholm sizes this one up. Corrals it. And that is that. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now. Well, one-run game. Christian Bethancourt getting ready to hit. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Lorenzen back to work. Hard hit down the line and left. And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Andres Munoz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
With the tying run at second, here in the top half of inning number 7. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Mancini in the box now, takes strike 1. That's in there. 0-2.
All season long, he's
got him. And now 2 gone.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Oh, no, he dropped
¿Qué hace?
it.
¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace?
Into second safely.
¿Qué ha hecho? ¿Qué ha hecho?
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield.
¿Qué cojones ha hecho?
But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Yeah, the batter now, Nick Gordon. There's a strike.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch, inning over. But so here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Here comes a pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And a base hit up the middle. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating...
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Jeff McNeil. Hit in the air, center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Mets take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a change in this spot. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Sixto Sanchez.
La rebolas a tu prima.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the deep.
Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Here's Starling Marte. Tied him up inside with that one. Action in the pen down there. JT Shagwa getting loose out there. Chirinos also throwing. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Righty delivers. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And that one is lifted in the air on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Foul ball there.
Qué pena, tío.
2 runs across in the inning. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals.
La he dado de milagro.
Good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Brian De La Cruz digs in now. In for a strike. 0-1. Munoz, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Arise, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Taps softly to the right side, gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Up the middle.
Bien, Ronnie.
Nice grab. And
Vamos.
very nicely done.
Bien, Ronnie.
And the Marlins down quietly. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now the left fielder, Edouard Julien. Sanchez back to work. Hit hard, that gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ronnie Mauricio will hit next. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get
Pues lo grande es el campo, Ronnie, tío.
When you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right, but in this game,
Toda la bola me va a lanzar, venga.
not everything is in your control.
And a foul ball.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get
Todas las
interesting.
bolas. Las 3 bolas me va a lanzar.
The 0-2. Clobber to right field, way back, gone.
¡A perro!
The 2-run shot is 56.
Más abajo, tírame más abajo. Más abajo.
It's 5-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Oh.
And there's a foul ball.
¿Solo sabe tirar la change-up o qué? No sabe tirar otra.
Right-hander kick steals. And a swing and a miss.
Sabe tirar otra.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Solo sabe tirar esas.
2 runs across in the inning.
Y abajo.
Bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball still 0-2.
Qué pena, tío. La verdad.
Righty to the plate. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And a ball evens the count.
Ahora me voy a tirar una abajo que es bola y me la voy a comer. Ya verás. ¿Ves? Estaba claro, tío. Estaba claro que iba a pasar eso. Estaba clarísimo que iba a pasar eso.
On the ground, right side. Toss to Mancini. Third out. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. Last chance. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. And here it comes. On the ground. That one.
Ya la primera batea mala señal.
And the leadoff man aboard.
Ya el primero bate, mala señal.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Really nice job staying up the middle.
And now, Christian Bethancourt. Fouled off left side. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And a 1-2 again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
The 1-1. And Garcia gets a piece. The pitch. Set down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining. Trey Mancini, the next up for the Marlins. That catches the top part of the zone, and that's strike 1. That clips the corner.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2.
Out to short, Mauricio. On to first.
Vamos.
Ball game. And the Mets add another to their winning streak.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
Ronnie Mauricio, grande. Qué grande, Ronnie. Es un grande, Ronnie, tío. Bueno, pues mañana acabamos la serie de Miami y jugamos la de Orioles. Y si por la noche no me duermo, que seguramente sí, podemos intentarlo con la de San Diego. Así que nada, mañana, chicos, nos vemos. Gracias a todos, Arwine, Rafa, Alan, muchas gracias. Nos vemos mañana, que estáis invitados como siempre. Venga, chicos, cuidaros. Chao, chao.